God delayed someone else's miracle just to give you this one, but you only have seconds to receive it. My beloved child, listen closely. Heaven has been silent for a long time, but today the silence breaks for you. The winds that once carried other people's blessings have now been redirected toward your name. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you right now. The divine clock has paused for a brief second, not for anyone else, but for you. What was meant for another has been held back because God whispered, "Wait, my chosen one hasn't arrived yet." Your name has been stamped on a scroll that angels refuse to seal until you open this message. That's why you are seeing this right now, not earlier, not later, because destiny had to align perfectly. Somewhere, someone's miracle was delayed just so yours could arrive on time. Every delay you faced wasn't rejection, it was divine protection. Every closed door wasn't denial, it was preservation. Heaven has been working silently behind your storms, rearranging entire destinies just to place this blessing directly in your path. The miracle that was once in someone else's queue has now been reassigned to your soul. Their turn was postponed because heaven knew you needed this breakthrough. Now the angels are holding it with trampling hands, waiting for your spirit to say yes. Don't scroll, don't move. The spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting even as you breathe. It feels like the air is heavier because divine energy has entered your room, touching what was stuck, reviving what was forgotten. You might not see it yet, but the delay was your blessing in disguise. God didn't forget you. He was preparing the world to witness what happens when faith meets timing. This is not random. This is written. When you cried thinking others got ahead of you, heaven took note. Every tear that fell became a currency of grace. And now that grace is returning multiplied, carrying the weight of every moment you waited in silence. Stay till the end, because before this message ends, something inside you will unlock a realization, a shift, a vibration that tells your spirit it's finally your time. The truth is, someone else prayed for this miracle, but their season was paused the moment God saw your endurance. You didn't give up even when everything told you to. You held on with hope and no pulse. That faith wrote the divine schedule. Heavenly files were restructured. Your case was moved to immediate action. Angels who were assigned to another person's blessing were redirected with your name glowing on their scroll. You became the chosen one, not by chance, but by faith that refused to die. Don't skip. You are seconds away from alignment. Your name is echoing in corridors of heaven. The sound of your patience has reached God's throne. He is saying, release it now. Every miracle delayed is about to find you. Every person who overlooked you will watch the sky open over your life. The sequence of divine events has started. Even as you hear these words, the vibration of destiny is moving closer. Feel that sudden warmth. That's not imagination, it's confirmation. Heaven is near. You see, what was meant for them couldn't reach completion because your frequency of faith matched the miracle's vibration. It couldn't attach to anyone else. It was always meant for your soul. It just had to wait until you were ready. And now you are. You've been tested, broken, molded, and now heaven calls you unstoppable. You are standing at the edge of divine reversal. The very delay that once made you cry is the proof that your story is not ordinary. Stay with me till the end, because before this part closes, you'll understand why every not yet was secretly a get ready. The clock of heaven doesn't run on human time. When others ran ahead, you thought you were forgotten with the truth. You were being customized for something bigger than them all. God delayed their miracle because yours required the whole stage of heaven. The angels had to build a path wide enough for what's coming. That's why it took this long, because this is not a small blessing. It's a life-altering divine handover. The message that's reaching you right now isn't coincidence. It's a spiritual transfer. Notice the miracle that was assigned elsewhere has been routed under your name, effective immediately day. Don't skip. Don't let distractions steal what heaven has orchestrated for this exact moment. This is your confirmation that something massive is about to shift in your favor. Your name has just been whispered in a council of light. Archangels are discussing your timeline. And as of this very minute, your waiting season has expired. Keep your heart open because when the divine clock strikes, everything will make sense. The pain, the pause, the delay, the silence, all of it was preparation for this single hour. And now it begins. The transfer of blessings, the release of withheld miracles, the sound of divine timing clicking into place all in your favor. The air around you has started to shift. My beloved child, here's a strange stillness forming as if heaven itself is holding its breath, waiting for your next heartbeat to align with divine timing. You stepped into the invisible zone where miracles happen silently before they are seen. Don't skip. Stay till the end because this is the moment heaven has been waiting to reveal your name in light. For years you thought others were chosen before you. You saw them rising, smiling, winning, while you stood in the shadows trying to understand why your time never came. What you didn't know was that God was watching, rearranging destinies, slowing down clocks, bending time itself so that your blessing could arrive at the exact moment it would mean the most. Your miracle is not late. It's arriving precisely on divine schedule. Every promise heaven made you was real. Every whisper that told you hold on was not your imagination. There were nights when your heart was heavy with doubt, but your spirit never stopped believing. That's why this message found you. Because heaven recognized your endurance, your quiet strength, your refusal to surrender when everything was collapsing around you. Don't move. Don't scroll because what's about to be said is sacred. Someone else's miracle was intentionally delayed for your sake. A spiritual trade took place in realms unseen. An angel stood before the throne and said, Father, this one has waited long enough. Transfer the blessing now. And in that divine courtroom, your name replaced another's on the scroll of miracles. You became the divine priority. The universe rearranged its flow, pushing aside obstacles that once stood like giants before you. That's why things have felt unusual lately. Sudden emotions, heavy energy, strange coincidences. It's not random, it's heaven clearing the path for your reward. When you were crying over missed opportunities, heaven was already drafting your miracle contract. You didn't see the signatures of angels sealing your promise with light, but right now it's unfolding. You are inside that moment of fulfillment where everything you prayed for begins to whisper, I'm on my way. Stay till the end because this story is not finished yet. God didn't want you to have an ordinary blessing that fades like smoke. He wanted your story to shock everyone who doubted you. That's why He allowed you to witness others being blessed first. So when your turn comes, everyone will know it was divine, not luck. There's a reason the delays were long. Your name carries weight in heaven. You are not meant for leftovers. You are meant for divine priority. The angels guarding your destiny had to wait for the precise second your energy aligned with heaven's release. That second is now. Can you feel it? The subtle vibration beneath your soul. That's the sign of divine reversal taking place. Everything that was stagnant is now being released into motion. Every blocked door is trembling. Every unseen wall is cracking. The frequency of your name has just reached the heavens again, louder than ever before. Don't skip. This is the part where faith becomes reality. You've reached the final lap of divine waiting, and heaven has no intention of letting you leave empty-handed. Even the blessings that belong to others are being redirected, repackaged, and renamed under your destiny code. Heaven doesn't make mistakes, my beloved. When someone's blessing is delayed, it's because that blessing found its rightful owner. You became the vessel strong enough to carry what others couldn't sustain. That's why your road was longer, your lessons heavier, your nights darker. He was training for this victory. Right now, heaven's scrolls are opening. Inside them are the prayers you forgot you prayed, the dreams you gave up on, the names of people who left you when you needed them most. All of that pain wasn't wasted. It's being turned into the foundation for your divine expansion. Stay till the end because soon this message will no longer be words. It will manifest around you in real time. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your peace, all of it is under divine reconstruction. The God who delayed someone else's miracle to favor you is now finishing what he started. There's something powerful about your soul that heaven couldn't overlook. You carry light in a world that tried to dim you, and because you didn't give up, heaven had to rewrite the rules. Where others faced endings, you will witness new beginnings. You are not gone. You were never behind. You were being preserved. That's why your story feels like a movie where the hero rises last, because the last one always rises strongest. The divine light around you is now expanding, touching everything connected to your name. Don't scroll. Every sound you hear, every chill that runs through your body right now is confirmation that your waiting has expired. Heaven's calendar has just flipped in your favor. Your season of hidden miracles is turning into visible blessings. God's voice echoes softly. This one has waited enough. Those 6 words just changed your timeline. They mean that destiny will no longer resist you. The flow is open, the resistance is gone, and favor is chasing you faster than ever. Listen closely. What others lost in years, you will gain in moments. The heavens have compensated for your delay by multiplying your reward. Every no you received will now become a doorway to greater abundance. Every person who left will be replaced with someone sent by divine timing. Stay till the end, because your name is being spoken right now in rooms of destiny. There's a sound of movement, a breaking of old patterns, a shaking in the spirit. That's not fear, that's freedom. Heaven has declared your arrival. This isn't just a message, it's an activation. The moment you felt crowned here, your energy began to align with this divine decree. You didn't stumble upon this. You were summoned, summoned to receive what was kept, delayed, and now released. Heaven is moving quickly. My beloved, within moments, signs will begin to appear. Messages, numbers, feelings, synchronicities, they are not coincidences. They are confirmations that this is your appointed hour. Don't skip. The reason you feel goosebumps, the reason your heart is racing, is because heaven is close. Angels are surrounding your space, waiting for this message to settle into your soul so they can deliver what was once delayed. You are standing at the threshold of divine manifestation. What was once far away is now within reach. The very delay that frustrated you has now transformed into your greatest testimony. This is your moment. This is the hour when heaven makes it up to you. Every second you spend believing is about to multiply in blessings, abundance, and peace. You will soon look back and realize why everything had to happen the way it did. So stay still, breathe, and receive. The transfer of miracles has officially begun, and heaven is watching, proud, radiant, and ready as the promise. Delayed for others becomes the miracle fulfilled in you. My beloved child, if your heart is still beating while reading this, it means heaven hasn't given up on you. The world may have turned its back, but God has been quietly planning your comeback. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because what's about to unfold will explain every tear, every delay, and every closed door you face. The truth is, divine timing is never late. Your eyes wrapped in disguise, often through moments that looked like disappointment. But behind the veil of frustration, something extraordinary was happening. God was rerouting your destiny to make sure your miracle wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. You were being punished. You were being preserved. The silence wasn't absence, it was protection. Heaven knew that if your blessing had arrived earlier, you might have lost it. That's why your delay became sacred, a time of construction, not destruction. Every time you cried, heaven recorded it. Every time you smiled through pain, heaven celebrated it. You didn't realize that your patience became the language of faith that reached the highest realms. While others were chasing success, you were building spiritual strength. Elu, don't scroll. This message is the bridge between your waiting and your reward. Heaven has kept you hidden, not because you were unworthy, but because your light was too powerful to be revealed too soon. The world wasn't ready for your rise, but now it is. In the unseen world, an exchange took place. Someone's answered prayer was delayed because your name appeared in divine sequence. God said, hold theirs, send it to the one who didn't stop believing. That one is you. Can you feel it? That warmth in your chest is a demotion, it's activation. Heaven is downloading restoration codes into your spirit. But with taken what was lost, what was forgotten, it's being Rurma into your story and victory. Every sacrifice is now a seed ready to bloom. Every failure you endured is turning into divine foundation. A miracle delayed for another was custom designed for you, and it's now being delivered in its perfected form. Stay till the end because this next revelation will open your eyes. You weren't behind, you were being aligned. Every detour was a redirection to a path no one else could walk. You were being set apart for a moment that would make heaven and earth collide in your favor. Even now, the angel assigned to your case is standing beside you. Your name glows on their scroll written in light that cannot be erased. They are watching, waiting for your heart to say, I receive it. That's when the miracle will move from heaven to earth. Don't skip because your faith is about to meet evidence. The very things that delayed you are now becoming stepping stones. God delayed someone else's blessing. Not because they didn't deserve it, but because your journey required divine urgency. You waited long enough and the heavens have noticed. Every unanswered prayer was only waiting for the perfect backup to show how magnificent God's timing really is. You will soon realize if it had come sooner, it would have been smaller. But now it's arriving bigger, brighter, and stronger than you ever imagined. The vibrations of heaven are aligning with your breath right now. Even as you read these words, the energy of divine manifestation is entering your timeline. It's rearranging everything, people, places, and events to make space for your breakthrough. Stay till the end because this moment is sacred. You are standing in the thin place between delay and destiny. Every second you stay connected to this message, the frequencies of heaven are anchoring around your name. The waiting season is over. The receiving season begins. You are the miracle someone else prayed for. You are the reason heaven paused its rhythm. When God looked upon the earth and saw your endurance, He said, let their time begin. The clouds of delay are clearing and your path is shining brighter than ever. Remember those days when nothing worked. They were part of the divine equation. Every failure pushed you into divine timing. Every heartbreak positioned you closer to your true purpose. The pain was not random. It was a prerequisite to this level of glory. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. You will soon witness divine payback. The energy of favor is multiplying around you. People who overlook you will come back not to pity you but to witness your divine elevation. Heaven is releasing what was once loved. Miracles that were frozen are melting under the light of divine order. Financial doors are opening. Emotional healing is unfolding. Lost connections are finding their way back with divine purpose. Every no you heard before was a redirection toward a louder yes that's now echoing through the heavens. You were never meant to settle for average. You were chosen for divine overflow, the kind that overflows not just your life but everyone connected to you. The rhythm of your destiny is playing again. You might not hear it fully, but your soul feels it. That flutter inside you isn't anxiety, it's divine recognition. Your spirit knows that the moment it's been waiting for has finally arrived. Stay till the end, because before this part ends, heaven will sign off on your breakthrough. You don't have to chase anymore. You don't have to fight for validation. Your existence is proof of divine intention. You are walking proof that delays can be blessings. The doors that once stayed shut will now swing open without effort. But once required, struggle will now flow with ease. That's the power of divine substitution. Someone's delay became your reward. Even as you breathe, angels are recalibrating your path. Every step you take now will feel guided, lighter, and clearer. The confusion that haunted you is leaving. In its place, you'll feel direction, confidence, and peace. Don't skip because heaven has waited too long for this moment. You are the divine exception. You are the one God chose to demonstrate that waiting doesn't weaken destiny, it amplifies it. Your patience was a prayer louder than words. Now the atmosphere is shifting in your favor. The universe is rearranging itself to fulfill God's order over your life. Everything that was out of place will soon align. The impossible is becoming possible, and it's all happening in divine silence. Just like this moment, soon you will look back and say, "Now I understand." You will see how God delayed others just to make space for your miracle to arrive undisturbed. You'll see how every pain, every weight, and every lonely night became the proof that you were being chosen. Don't scroll, don't doubt, just breathe. Because in this silence, heaven is moving mountains you can't see yet. Your miracle isn't on its way anymore. It's here and it's yours. My beloved child, as this message reaches you now, something extraordinary is happening in the unseen. The heavens are wide open and the angels are rushing to complete what was written about you before you were even born. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because this moment carries a power that will not repeat again. The miracle delayed for someone else is no longer waiting. It has located you. For too long you've lived under the weight of waiting, thinking that maybe your time passed you by. But what you didn't know was that the divine was saving the best portion for you. Every second you endured was recorded in eternity. Heaven took your silence and turned it into sound, a sound so powerful that it interrupted the schedule of destiny. Someone else's blessing was halted because your name appeared glowing in divine priority. It was positioning. The angel of timing has completed his task. He has aligned every detail, every person, every circumstance around you. Your name is surrounded by light so bright that nothing can block it. You are standing in divine spotlight. This is your hour. The things you pray for are now praying to find you. The love you deserve, the money you need, the peace you crave, they are all moving toward you in perfect rhythm. What you thought you lost will return upgraded. What you thought was over will resurrect with purpose. Don't skip, because the best part is this. The reason God delayed others' miracles wasn't just to bless you. It was to teach the world how faith looks in human form. You are that lesson. You are the proof that patience pays, that faith never fails, and that divine timing is never wrong. You are no longer waiting. You are walking into it. Every delay you faced will turn into evidence of divine perfection. Every why you ask will now become wow. The shift has already begun, and your story will never be the same again. Stay till the end, because the moment this message ends, your new chapter begins. Heaven is signing off on your victory. The angels are sealing your destiny with joy. And God is smiling, whispering one final line into your spirit. It was always yours. My beloved child, as you breathe right now, something magnificent is awakening inside the unseen layers of your destiny. Heaven is not preparing your miracle anymore, it's releasing it. The delay that once made you question everything was never a punishment. It was the divine's way of building the strength within you to carry what's arriving. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because every word that follows have been timed perfectly for this exact moment in your life. When you were waiting and others were celebrating, heaven wasn't ignoring you. It was protecting your story from premature exposure. You see, some blessings must be hidden until the vessel is mature enough to hold them. You became that vessel through pain, patience, and faith that refused to die. Every night you cried in silence. God was crafting your miracle in precision, ensuring it would arrive flawless, without flaws that would break under pressure. You may not realize it, but heaven has been adjusting the universe around your name. Things that fell apart earlier are now reassembling with divine order. What was once chaos is now turning into orchestration. Every person that left, every door that closed, every delay that confused you, they all form the foundation that made this moment sacred. Don't scroll, my beloved. You are seconds away from seeing divine justice unfold in your favor. For years, you carried others through storms. You gave when you had nothing. You stayed kind when life was cruel. Heaven saw it all. The scales of destiny are now balancing. Everything you poured out is returning multiplied. You are about to receive what others lost because heaven assigned it to your endurance. This is not just a blessing, it's a divine compensation. Someone else's answered prayer was paused so yours could break through the line first. And now that line has moved. You are standing at the front, chosen by faith, not by chance. The angels are singing because the prophecy over your name has reached its completion. Stay till the end because you're about to understand what divine reversal truly means. It's when everything that went wrong begins to work in your favor, when the very doors that rejected you open and beg for your presence, when people who forgot you begin to remember your worth. That's not karma, that's divine scheduling. Heaven is rewriting your narrative in gold. Right now, heaven is aligning numbers, timings, people, and opportunities. Your next encounter won't be ordinary, it will be orchestrated. Someone you meet soon will hold the key to your next chapter. It's not random. It's the continuation of this divine transaction that began long before you opened this message. Can you feel that gentle pressure behind your eyes? That's your spirit awakening, that warmth across your shoulders. That's heaven wrapping you in completion energy. Everything unfinished in your life is about to find resolution. Even the promises you gave up on are standing at your door, knocking softly, waiting to be recognized. Don't skip because something sacred is happening while you read. Every breath you take is syncing with divine rhythm. The angels who paused their mission for another are now completing it for you. They carry scrolls of restoration, healing, prosperity, and love. You may not hear them, but your soul does. It's responding quietly, saying, "Yes, I'm ready." Your name has been echoed in heaven's highest chambers. Even destiny's gatekeepers have taken their hands off your path. Nothing can stop this now. You are inside the divine window where everything accelerates. Doors that once took years to open will now open in days. Relationships that broke will either heal or make room for better ones. Finances that drained will overflow again. The delay turned into design. You will soon see unexpected alignments, the kind that make you pause and whisper, "This can't be coincidence." That's heaven's signature. Divine fingerprints will be on everything, the timing of messages, the sudden clarity, the unexplainable peace. It's all part of the reveal. Don't scroll because the next lines are an impartation. The universe is listening as your heart agrees with this truth. When you accept it, it locks in. You become one with the miracle itself. You no longer chase it, it chases you. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared for a stage you didn't even know existed. The things you lost, the people who misunderstood you, the roads that broke beneath you, all of it was part of this construction. Heaven had to test the structure before pouring the blessing. And now that you've stood the test, the pouring begins. Everything around you will start to change. The air will feel lighter. The coincidences will increase. The timing of everything will feel divinely arranged. You'll notice that you're at the right place at the right time more often. That's the effect of divine synchronization. You've entered the frequency where destiny flows without resistance. Stay till the end. Your life is no longer running on chance. It's running on purpose. The people who doubted you will soon say your name with awe. They won't understand how it happened because miracles don't follow logic, they follow alignment. And you, my beloved, are aligned perfectly right now. Heaven's databases marking your record as fulfilled. The blessings once listed as pending are now marked delivered. The cycle of waiting has been erased. You are now living under open skies and no door will remain locked. The divine didn't delay your miracle to make you suffer. It did it so your blessing would arrive unshared, untainted, and unmissable. There are people who prayed for what's coming to you, but their hands were not ready to hold it. Yours are. That's why you were chosen. Don't skip. Something bigger than comprehension is happening. The divine timeline is merging with yours. You start seeing signs that confirm this message, perhaps through repeated numbers, songs, or even dreams. Those are not coincidences. They are timestamps of divine movement. Even your silence has power now. What used to be unnoticed will now attract attention. When you speak, your words will carry weight. When you act, doors will respond. The divine is breathing through your every decision. That's how you know your life has crossed into divine flow. Stay till the end because this transition deserves your awareness. You are not entering a blessing, you're becoming one. Your energy will begin to heal others without trying. Your presence will carry peace where chaos once ruled. It's the mark of someone walking in heaven's favor. You will soon realize why every delay mattered. The things you thought you lost will reveal themselves as lessons in disguise. The timing you once doubted will prove itself perfect. Every unanswered prayer was being redesigned to come back tenfold. Heaven doesn't say no. It says not yet because you deserve more. And now the more has arrived. You will not only receive what you waited for, you will receive what others missed because you stayed faithful when they gave up. You believed when they stopped believing. You held the light when others let it die. That's why your blessing carries double portion energy. Don't skip, my beloved. The heavens are still speaking your name. The scroll of your life is being read aloud in realms unseen. With every line, the angels respond, "Yes, it is done." You are standing at the very intersection of miracle and manifestation. Nothing can pull you back now. As this message nears its end, know this: you've already crossed the finish line. The miracle is not ahead, it's around you. Everything you touch will begin to reflect divine favor. Everything you speak will start to manifest. That's how heaven rewards those who waited with faith. Stay with me just a little longer, because when this part closes, a new dimension opens in your reality. The divine delay is transformed into unstoppable momentum. The miracles delayed for others have been delivered to you, multiplied, magnified, and sealed with eternal grace. You are not stepping into a season, you're stepping into a lifetime of divine acceleration. Heaven's schedule has changed permanently for you. The waiting chapter has ended. From this point onward, every day carries miracles that are yours by design. This is your confirmation. This is your divine completion. Everything that was paused for your sake has now begun to move. The miracle is here and it bears your name forever. My beloved child, this moment you are living right now is sacred beyond measure. The universe itself is bending closer to your life, watching the miracle it once delayed finally unfold in your hands. Don't skip, stay till the end, because what you are about to feel in your heart is not imagination. It's confirmation that heaven's promise has arrived and it will never leave again. Every second that passed in your waiting season has been rewritten into purpose. The long nights that once felt silent were actually alive with movement. Angels were walking around your home, whispering your name into the fabric of time, ensuring that every element of creation would respond to your destiny when the moment arrived. At moment, my beloved, is now. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but your spirit already knows. That heaviness you carried for so long has started to dissolve because the spiritual burden of waiting has been lifted. The energy of divine completion surrounds you like sunlight touching the edges of dawn. The pain that once seemed endless is now the proof that you survived everything meant to destroy you, and that survival itself was the signal heaven needed to start the release. Don't scroll, because this is not a message meant for many. It's a divine delivery reserved for you alone. The delay that once belonged to someone else's miracle has completed its journey. The cycle has turned, and heaven's river now flows directly through your path. Every door that once stayed closed has received an invisible instruction. Open when this soul arrives. You have arrived. The locks are undone. Here is a holy rhythm around you right now, a pattern of divine events beginning to reveal themselves. First small shifts, then unstoppable movement. You will begin to notice how things that once resisted you start cooperating, how conversations go your way, how signs align perfectly without effort. This is not luck. This is destiny entering full bloom. Stay till the end. Heaven is proud of you. You carried light in a world that kept trying to dim it. You stayed gentle even when life hardened everything around you. And for that, heaven delayed others so that your name could be engraved first on the scroll of fulfilled promises. The sound of angelic movement surrounds you even now. They are setting things in place that you've been praying about for years: finances, love, peace, purpose, and restoration. Every aspect of your life is being balanced again. You were never meant to be stuck in delay forever. That was only preparation. The real story starts now, and you are its center. You are the chosen timeline. You are the one heaven waited for. You are the reason divine time paused until faith was strong enough to hold this blessing without fear. Heaven doesn't rush miracles, it perfects them. And the perfection of your miracle required your growth, your endurance, and your unwavering belief when no proof existed. Don't move. Just breathe in deeply and feel how the air itself carries light. Now that shiver that touches your skin is not coincidence, it's alignment. The spiritual world is matching its frequency to yours. That means the manifestation phase has begun. The delay is no longer active. The energy of release is permanent. Everything you lost will now begin to return. Not in the same form, but in a form that honors the new you. The job that didn't work out will be replaced with purpose. The person who left will be replaced with someone who truly understands your heart. The opportunity that slipped away will be replaced with something 10 times larger. This is divine arithmetic. Heaven always multiplies what it once held back. Stay till the end, because this part reveals something hidden. The blessing that was once meant for another person could not attach to them because your energy was the exact match it needed to manifest. It waited patiently in divine storage until your vibration rose high enough to call it home. You are that home now. You are the vessel it was meant to fill. Heaven's process was precise. It took years to craft your spirit into gold, purified, strengthened, unbreakable. The world saw delay, but heaven saw development. The time you thought you lost wasn't gone. It was being woven into this very miracle. You have not been late. You've been being built. Don't skip. The moment your spirit accepts this truth, the universe accelerates. Every step you take after this carries divine acceleration. You will accomplish in months what others spend decades trying to do. You'll feel it. Doors opening faster, ideas forming clearer, opportunities flowing without resistance. It's not coincidence, it's divine calibration. You are walking proof that delay can never destroy destiny. You are the embodiment of divine patience rewarded. Heaven wrote your journey as a story. The others will read and believe again. You are the living evidence that miracles can't be stolen, only transferred at the right time to the right soul. Stay till the end. You are standing under a sky that recognizes your name. Even nature is responding to your alignment. The wind moves differently when you walk. Now the world feels softer, and the heaviness you used to feel around people who drained you will begin to disappear. That's because heaven has placed a new shield around your energy. You are no longer vulnerable to what broke you before. The divine exchange has been completed. What was withheld from others has now been stamped as fulfilled in your name. There is no competition in heaven, only sequence, and your sequence has finally reached the surface of reality. You will feel this shift in your finances, in your relationships, in your inner calm. The universe itself is rearranging to give you what was promised. Don't scroll. This energy is sacred. Every word is a code unlocking layers of faith that had been sleeping inside you. You've cried enough, waited enough, worried enough. The season of enough has ended. You are now walking into overflow, and heaven has no intention of taking it back. Everything that once confused you will now make sense. The heartbreaks, the delays, the missed chances, they were never punishments, they were placements. You were being positioned for something too divine to fail. That's why it felt like nothing was moving, because everything was being aligned perfectly behind the curtain of time. You've reached the other side of waiting. The version of you reading this is not the one who started the journey. You've evolved into the vessel heaven entrusted with this miracle. Everything that once confused you will now make sense. The heartbreaks, the delays, the missed chances, they were never punishments. They were placements. You were being positioned for something too divine to fail. That's why it felt like nothing was moving, because everything was being aligned perfectly behind the curtain of time. You've reached the other side of waiting. The version of you reading this is not the one who started the journey. You've evolved into the vessel heaven entrusted with this miracle. The same situation that broke others will now become your platform. You will rise without forcing anything. You will shine without needing permission. Stay till the end. Heaven is about to reveal how perfectly everything fits together. The people who doubted you will apologize through their silence. The opportunities that ignored you will find their way back to your door. And when that happens, you will smile, not out of pride, but out of peace, because you will know it was always yours, just waiting for divine release. The energy around you is no longer of struggle, it's of completion. Every plan of delay has been erased from your path. You are now walking under the light of divine advancement. The rhythm of your life is changing, moving faster, lighter, smoother. What you speak will happen because heaven trusts your words. Now, don't skip, because the end of this message marks the official closure of your waiting season. The pages of your life are turning in heaven's hands, and a new chapter has already begun. The title of this chapter is written in invisible ink that reads, "It's finally your time. The divine knows you're ready now, ready to receive without fear, ready to live without doubt, ready to walk without hesitation. Every delay that ever existed has been converted into acceleration. Every second you thought you lost is now repaid with years of favor. So breathe deeply, my beloved. The wait is over. Heaven's light is descending upon you, marking this moment as eternal. The miracle once delayed for another is now permanently yours. The heavens are celebrating, and the earth will soon echo their song, because your time, your turn, your triumph has arrived. You are chosen, you are fulfilled, you are free, and this finally is your divine reward. My beloved child, this is the moment heaven has been waiting for, the grand completion, the divine finale, the hour where everything the universe held back is finally handed to you. Don't skip, stay till the end, because every line that follows seals the promise that heaven delayed others to give you first. This is the confirmation that the wait, the pain, and the confusion were all leading to this single breathtaking second in time. For so long, it felt like life was passing you by. You saw others succeed, others smile, others rise, and yet your own blessing stayed just out of reach. What you couldn't see was that heaven had you under divine construction. You were being shaped into someone who could hold greatness without breaking. And now the greatness is no longer hidden in the clouds. It's standing in front of you, whispering, "I'm here." Every day of waiting has been turned into reward. Every moment of disappointment has been rewritten into divine satisfaction. The universe paused movements, redirected energy, and altered timelines to make sure you would stand exactly where you are today, aware, ready, deserving. That's why this message found you at the perfect second, not earlier, not later. The divine clock waited until your name glowed in alignment. Stay till the end, because what's happening now is irreversible. Heaven has declared completion. The blessing that once lingered in the distance has found its home. It will not return to the waiting list. It will not skip to another. It belongs to you permanently. You earned it through faith that never wavered, through kindness that never faded, through strength that grew in silence. You may not understand how it all fits together yet, but soon you will. The things you thought were losses were really exchanges. Every time heaven took something from your hands, it placed something far greater in preparation. Every door that shut was a redirection to one that carrying gold behind it. You were never forgotten. You were being reserved. Don't scroll because the last words of this message are not just words. They are divine seals. They are keys turning locks that have been shut for years. The heavens are signing off on your destiny as complete, confirmed, and celebrated. Even as you read, you can feel it. That strange lightness in your heart, that warmth behind your eyes. It's the feeling of heaven's approval washing over you. The world is about to witness your rise, and it will look sudden. People will say, "How did everything happen so fast?" But you will know it wasn't sudden, it was sacred. It was the accumulation of years of hidden labor, silent prayers, and invisible endurance. Heaven doesn't rush miracles, it reveals them all at once. When the moment is right, that moment is now. You stepped into the era of divine compensation. You are entering the space where what was stolen returns multiplied. The pain you carried is now the platform that lifts you higher. The confusion that haunted you is now the clarity that leads your way. What once drained you will now feed your spirit. Every piece of your past is bowing to your present. Stay till the end because these final lines are heaven's letter to your soul. You are not who you were yesterday. The version of you that cried in waiting has completed their mission. A new energy has taken its place. Powerful, peaceful, unstoppable. The divine has woven victory into your DNA. The vibrations of your name are now synonymous with grace, abundance, and authority. Your blessings will no longer delay. They will arrive in clusters one after another like a flood that refuses to stop. Love will find you effortlessly. Opportunities will chase you relentlessly. Peace will guard you constantly. The spiritual traffic that once slowed your path has been cleared. Every angel assigned to you has returned from battle victorious. Don't skip, my beloved. This is the part where heaven crowns you. You are being anointed with the oil of completion. What once belonged to others, what once slipped through your fingers, what once delayed at the edge of manifestation, it's all merging into your reality. You will feel it in your finances, in your emotions, in your relationships, and even in the way people speak your name. The world is shifting to make space for your glow. Every obstacle that once blocked you will now introduce you. Every no you faced will transform into a divine yes. Even the people who doubted your faith will stand in awe of what you've become. Because what's happening now is not ordinary. It's heaven rewriting history through your story. Stay till the end, because heaven's whisper is still moving through this moment. You have completed your season of delay. You have entered the season of overflow. There will be no more we, no more wuru, no more elus. The gates that were once closed are now wide open. You don't have to force anything anymore. Divine timing is now divine flow. Heaven's light is resting on your shoulders. The sound of divine favor will follow you everywhere you go. You'll find yourself in the right places at the right time with the right people, doing the right things, not by luck, but by alignment. The universe now moves in your rhythm. You are walking in sync with creation itself. Don't scroll. Just breathe and let this truth sink deep into your soul. Every prayer has been answered. Every tear has been redeemed. Every dream has been validated. The waiting season is closed, sealed, and marked complete. The angels are stepping back now, smiling, watching as you take your first steps into this new realm of blessings. A miracle that was once delayed has become your lifelong reality. It will not fade. It will not be taken. It will not be delayed again. You've crossed the threshold of divine permanence. What heaven gives you now, no force in existence can undo. You are the divine example of patience rewarded. You are the chosen one whose delay became destiny's masterpiece. You are the proof that faith never fails. The entire universe applauds your resilience. Heaven calls you victorious. Earth will soon echo it. And so, as this final word reaches your eyes, heaven whispers your new title: fulfilled. You are fulfilled in love, fulfilled in purpose, fulfilled in peace, fulfilled in abundance, fulfilled in divine timing. It is down, is sealed, is yours of forever.